dear students. In the previous class we learned about proportion. Then we discussed about direct proportion. Also we discussed about the constant of proportion. Now today we are going to check whether the given values of x and y are in direct proportion or not. Yesterday we learned that if they are in direct proportion, x1 upon y1 will be equal to x2 upon y2 equal to x3 upon y3, like that. For any values of x and y, x upon y will give you a constant. So for checking whether the given values are in proportion or not, what we have to do? For every value of x and y, we need to find x upon y. And if you get a constant, then the given values will be in proportion. So let us check whether the given values are in proportion or not. So here the values of x are 20, 17, 14, 11, 8, 5, 2. And the values of y are 40, 34, 28, 22, 16, 10 and 4. So everywhere just divide and find what do you get. 2 ones are 20 ones are 22s are 17 ones are 17 twos are 34, 14 ones are 14, 14 twos are 11 ones are 11 twos are 8 ones are 8 twos are 5 ones are 5 twos are 2 ones are 2 twos are. So in all the cases we got 1 upon 2, which is a constant. So these given values are in proportion. So we can write x1 or x upon y is equal to k. Therefore x varies directly to y, or x is proportionate to y. Similarly, here there is another example: 6, 10, 14, 18, 22, 26, 30. These are the values of x. And 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 and 28 are the values of y. Now find out x upon y. Now here both are divisible by 2. This is 3 upon 2 and this is 5 twos are 10, 4 twos are 8, 7 twos are 14, 6 twos are 12, 9 twos are 18, 8 twos are 16, 11 twos are 10 twos are 13 and 12, here 15 and 14. Now here it is 3 upon 2. You can't divide it anymore. 5 upon 4, 7 upon 6, 9 upon 8. All are different values of x and y. So is it a constant? No. So you have to write x upon y is not equal to k. Therefore x is not in proportion to y, or x and y are not in proportion. So this is how we check whether the given values of x and y are in direct proportion or not. Now the principal is given ₹1000, rate of interest is given 8% per annum, and the time period 1 year, 2 year and 3 years. The question is, you have to find which interest is in proportion to the years or the time duration. So this is a correlated lesson, means this chapter is related to simple interest lesson chapter. So we have to find both the type of interest here. You know that simple interest is calculated using the formula simple interest is equal to PRT upon 100. And compound interest is calculated using P into 1 plus R upon 100 whole raised to N minus P. So using this formula, if you find, you here, the first year simple interest is 80 second year it will be 160, and third year it will be 240. And using this formula, if you find out the compound interest for first year we already know that simple interest and compound interest there will be no change because the same formula it will be. Second year, here we are getting 160 rupees and here the interest will be 166. 166.4. Okay, and in the third year it will be 259.712. Now we have to check which one is in proportion. Let us see. If you take this to 1 upon 80, 2 upon 160, 3 upon 240. So here 1 upon 80 will remain as it is. 2 upon 160 will be 1 upon 80. 3 ones are 3, 3 8s are 24. So in this case, the time upon interest is a constant. So it is a direct proportion. Now in this case what happens? The first one is 1 upon 80. Second is 2 upon 166.4. And the third is 3 upon 259.712. Now check 1 upon 83.2. Now 3, when you do 3 ones are 3, 3 8s are 24, 3 6 are 18, again here, so 3 5s are, and then 21, 3 7s are, like that it is going. Are you getting same number here? Is it a constant? No, it is not a constant. So this one is not in proportion. So which value or which interest will be in proportion? Simple interest, and the time duration will be in proportion. That's all for today. In the next class, we will discuss the textual exercise 13.1. Thank you.